I'm always fascinated with my son. He runs around the house a lot, and he's always making these noises like, and he'll run back and forth. He'll do it over like a half hour to an hour. And I'll try to do it with him and play with him, engage, and he's like, "Dad, what are you doing? Can you stop?" And he's 7 years old. And it kind of bums me out. He doesn't want to allow me to play with him, but I'm really fascinated from just the observations I have. Even if I can't play with him, I'm, captivated by the fact that he has such a great imagination that he could just visualize this whole thing in his head for like a half hour, and it entertains him to the point to where he dances around, he makes these sound effects over and over and over for a long period of time. I remember when I was younger, reading books, playing video games, watching cartoons. I could just do this for endless amounts of time and just think about it and visualize this like storyline in my head and engage with it and be creative with it. But I found that I'm not as prone to do that anymore, and I'm kind of jealous in a way. Recently, I've, in the last few years been making videos. I've been starting to do some art type stuff. I mean, I'm a musician, and I really get bored doing the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm getting to something here, so just bear with me. So as I'm, making the same type of art essentially, or making the same type of video shots, or even playing the same songs, I don't like to do it the same way over and over again, because then I get disengaged. So then I wish, what if I had this great imagination like my son, to where I could just, make up new stuff to engage with, and have others possibly engage as well, and share that engagement together. And I've been, really struggling with that the last couple years. And finally, I've recognized that when I get most excited about something is when I become curious about something new. Whether it's something in history when I'm teaching for work, or whether it's a conversation I have with somebody over a beer or coffee or something like that, or, whether it's I see somebody who's a creative, that they make something, it's super fascinating. That's something that I engage with, and how I engage with it is through curiosity that I've recognized. Everything I do every day, I try to be curious about it to a point, which is super hard, especially when you get in this rhythm of doing the same thing over and over and over.
Over and 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 over.
And you kind of just get lost in it, and you get lazy, and you're like, I don't want to be curious about that person and their story. I don't want to be curious about that piece of art or that song. I don't want to be curious about somebody else who might be getting excited about something. I just want to do the same thing over and over and over every day. And by the time I find that I'm in that circular point of reasoning in my life, I get burnt out, or I get disengaged, and I either just gravitate towards my phone and just thumbing through the social media, or I'll binge watch some show, or I'll read some book or something like that, and that's all I get lost in. And then I'm not being curious about my surroundings and what's around me, and engaging with that. Creation is beautiful. I believe it's prone or created from an actual creator. I don't think creation can be created by something that's by chance, personally. So when I'm thinking about the creator and his creation and engaging with that through like worship and stuff like that, that's what I'm really fascinated by. That's what I super engage with. That's the goal for me. And I feel like that should be the goal for a lot of us. Engaging, even if you don't, believe in God or anything like that. I think just becoming engaged with the beauty that's naturally around us, and just stopping and thinking about it and looking at it and engaging with it and having an imagination about it. And it all starts with curiosity. Wouldn't it be a better world? Wouldn't it be a better community, a better culture around us, if we simply just become curious about others, their stories, their beliefs? It actually causes a lot of humility as well, which can be really hard for a lot of us to be prone to live a life of humility. So I would just venture to, engage in that thought, about curiosity and why curiosity is important, especially in today's day and age. That's just a thought.